Hello there, I am Reaper, and today, welcome to Slay the Spire. A kind of roguelike-ish card game-ish. I'll show you. So those of you who follow me on Twitter should play the Ironclad, I think. He's the only one I've actually played. I've never actually played this island. Mainly because I've played one game of this, so expect me to be terrible and make plays that would make even Northern Lion groan. Greetings, I am Niao. Okay. Hello. Choose a... Okay, transform a card. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. Lose 50% of your current HP and gain a lot of gold. Use your starting relic and attain a random boss relic. Risky? Very risky with the way I play, but then not so much because I'm the Ironclad who will gain 6 health every time he wins a combat. Enemies in the next 3 combats have 1 HP. If there's any elites, that would be kind of useful. I don't know. Transform a card. Transform like a basic block or something. Battle trance. So I replaced a block with a card draw. So yeah, I could have gone dun. Oh, I could have gone dun. So yeah, I could have actually got the elite. Oh well. But yes, as I was originally saying before I got completely and utterly sidetracked, those who follow my Twitter, which is undoubtedly none of you, because quite frankly who would want to, would know that I actually purchased this game yesterday after the aforementioned Northern Lion played it. I thought to myself, seeing this guy's plays, I thought to myself, I can do better than that. Clearly, I was mistaken. However, and no, I don't really know why I blocked. Blocks expire at the end of the round for those who've never played this. Alright, so I've got a bash, 3 smites, and a battle trance. Battle trance costs 0, so might as well. So all I've got now is a ton of strikes. Yeah, that's not really that worth it at this point, I don't think. It's not actually going to hit me for anything, so might as well just hit it. Lick. It's just adding frail to me repeatedly. Right, and you're now dead, so I didn't take any damage in that combat. That's surprising. Add a card to your deck. Alright. So after every combat, you can choose a card to add to your deck. What card you add will mainly depend on what kind of a deck structure you're going for. So you could go for a lot of area of effect damage. You could go for boosting your strength as much as possible. Or you could go for a very RNG focused thing. Although, to be fair, there's only one enemy, it's not so much RNG. I don't know, actually. I mean, I was having a lot of trouble with dealing with more than one person yesterday. So cleave could be quite useful, but at the same time, flex is really useful. It's 0 mana, gain 2 strength for the rest of your turn. I'm going to take flex. These guys are irritating because they just repeatedly buff themselves and then you die. Incantation. You do not belong here. To be fair, nor do you, so shut up. Right. Flex! Bash to apply vulnerable. Strike. Vulnerable, if you can't read, or not looking at the actual screen, or whatever. Take 50% more damage for attacks for as many turns as you have vulnerable. Basically, it is extremely useful. He did 6 damage. Why did I not block that, you say? Because of the 6 healing at the end of the turn. Oh, I can add another 2 vulnerable, and he's dead. Add a card to your deck. Anger, Flex, or Second Wind. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand and gain 5 block for each. Exhaust completely. That seems a bit drastic. If you're having to use that, you're probably in a bad situation to begin with. That said, I'm probably underestimating the value of it. Flex. I've already got 1 copy of that. I don't think I really need another one. Anger. I had some fun with that yesterday. I had anger in demon form, so by the end of the combat I was dealing like 12 damage with each anger. I had 14 copies of it. You fall into a puddle. It's made of slime goop. Frantically, you claw yourself out over several minutes. You feel the goop starting to burn. You can feel goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Climbing out the puddle, you notice some of your gold is missing. Looking back to the puddle, you see your missing coins combined with gold from unfortunate adventurers mixed in the puddle. Is gold actually missing, or is that just... Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. So lose 47 gold, or lose 11 HP and gain 75. I'm going with the latter. Rains gold from the sky. Question mark or combat? For the record, question marks can be combat. I love how I'm explaining this like people have never actually played this before. Because, let's face it, if you've actually found this video, chances are you've already played this before and already know what it is. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to an ancient spirit. Gain 100 gold, gain 250 gold, but become cursed with regret. At the end of your turn, lose 1 HP for each card in your hand. Well, knowing me, I'm not going to get any way to discard cards, so I'm just going to get 100 gold and leave it. It's rain gold again. The question mark. Oh, still not a combat. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. Remove a card from your deck. Remove a basic strike. Never underestimate the value of card removal. Never. Right, so I can either go for an elite or a rest spot. So I can either gain health or upgrade a card. Do I trust myself to be able to beat an elite with 69 HP? Insert childish giggling here, and very few cards. You know what? Just for giggles, let's do it. Oh, not this one. This one is a pain. 3 sentries, and all of them have this buff here, which basically means it negates when I apply vulnerable to it. Oh, this was a mistake. Alright, okay, so I'm going to have to block or take 16 damage, so defend, flex, and strike one of them twice. Preferably the one with the least HP. Now I don't know what that negative effect is. Dazed. Oh dear. The daze is adding cards to my deck. And I can't play them, so it's just wasted card draw. Right. I mean, Bash deals 8 damage anyway, so might as well do Battle Trance just for the sake of it. There's 26 damage coming my way. I've got 15 worth of block. well, I'm not going to be able to apply vulnerable, so I might as well just use anger now. To be honest, I should have actually done it before Battle Trance, because there was a chance I could have got that one back. Do I bash? Actually, 8 plus 6 is 14. Oh, just shy. Damn it. Oh, twiddle muffins. I suppose I bash defend. Oh, defend, defend, defend. Go for the slow play. I'm still going to take damage. 9 damage specifically. But it's better than nothing. Right. Flex. Strike. Strike. That's 1 dead. Strike. I can't use dazed because... Jesus. Oh, more dazed cards, just what I always wanted. If you're not careful, your deck will be full of them and you'll draw nothing but dazed. Right, I've got no flex. Now I can actually block all the incoming damage this round. Or I can take 3 damage in order to do an extra 6 damage to one of the enemies. So I know I want to hit him twice. Now if I do another 6 damage, he'll be down to 12. I can finish him next turn if I draw 2 strikes. Or I can just block all the oncoming damage. Hang on, that's the Twitter logo. Well, it looks like it. See, I'm still not really down with the Slay the Spire meta. Ugh. Apologies for the coughing. I don't know why my throat's so sore all of a sudden. I guess it's because I don't actually record that often. Do I take the risky move? I want to finish this combat as quickly as possible. I'll take the 3 damage. So I have 4 days, 6 days is even. Alright. Hang on. So if I... Right, I can't defend this turn, so... Do that. That. And I can't do anything else. Bloody hell. Oh, well, okay, I drew 3 of my angers. Right, now I can bash him. But the thing's negated, because obviously he had that artifact. Right. I now have 6 angers. Correction, I have 7 angers. Right, flex, strike, you're dead. Well, that was more painful than I was hoping. Regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. The Juzu bracelet, okay. Oh, great. At the end of your turn, lose 1 HP and deal 4 damage to all enemies. Don't trust myself with that whatsoever. Intimidate. Apply 1 weak to all enemies. That seems vaguely useful. You've got a lot of damage coming in. Dear. Well, Twin Strike. Deal 5 damage twice. as opposed to 10 damage. Is there a difference? I don't know. I'm thinking Intimidate. It does exhaust, as in you can only use it once, but it could be quite useful. Regular combat. Ooh, some sort of frogzard looking thing. Who actually remembers frogzards from Adventure Quest? God, such a long time ago. Nice. Slice. Do I intimidate just to prevent 11 damage? Or less than 11 damage? Yes, I do! I'm now taking 8 damage. Just because I'm healing up shortly does not mean I want a lot of damage coming into me. Right, vulnerable, slice. Not enough energy! I forgot about that. Ow. See, this is why I say, oh yeah, I thought I could do better than Northern Lion, but clearly not. I rush things, that's my issue. Oh, clothesline, 12 damage, 2 weak. Oh, armaments. Armaments is a really good card. I'm taking armaments. I'm getting very... I wouldn't call it a defensive deck, but I'm getting a very random deck. I've got card draw, I've got a little bit of defense. I don't really know what my card's going. I'm on 27 health, I need to rest. I'd love to smith, but I can't at the moment. Oh, a treasure chest. Oh. I've locked myself into a path with an elite. I get the feeling we're going to be dead before the end of this floor. Old coin, gain 300 gold. That's all well and good if I make it to the shop. I doubt it. Oh, it's a slaver, isn't it? Slaver, yes. Right, he's dealing 13 damage. Right, so if I defend twice, then armament. Oh, you select a card to upgrade. So if I upgrade flex, then I gain 4 strength instead of 2 next time it cycles around. He's now dealing 8 damage with a negative effect. That's the bleed one, if I remember correctly. So, lessening the damage isn't going to be as effective, I don't think. I could use Intimidate better, I think. Oh no, it's vulnerable, not bleed. Right, Battle Trance, definitely. That's what I was looking for. Flex! Now, I can deal 28 damage. And I suppose I could armaments. I mean, he's going to do 19 damage. And I can't... No, he's got vulnerable. He's got vulnerable. Do not forget that. I can kill him. Whew. Did he screw it up there? Energy potion. Alright. Shrug it off. Gain 8 block, draw 1 card. Whirlwind. Spend all energy. Deal 5 damage to all enemies however many times. Like, whatever energy you used. Or clothesline. Deal 12 damage, apply 2 weak. It'd be nice to have something that deals a lot of damage to deals damage to all enemies, sorry. Especially if I come across that kobold thing. Clothesline could also be useful though because of the weak. You're probably gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna take Whirlwind. I've not actually given it a go yet, so I want to give it a go. And then we get a solo person. They are going to deal 10 damage. Well, we do what we did last time. Flex. I should have Battle Trance first. Silly me. Right, now that changes the play slightly. Flex. Then bash. Then he's vulnerable, so next turn we can hopefully just use it. Ah yeah, of course that's exhaust, isn't it? I didn't. I also didn't use my regen potion like I should have done. I can deal 15 damage to him and take 10, or I can defend against 10. I mean, I've got ridiculous amounts of money. I don't care as much if he gets away. Yeah, I'm gonna defend that. I've got a... So that's 9 damage. So that'd be 8 damage. I think. It's 50% more damage. So it'd be 7.5. Is it rounded up or down? I'm not sure. Right, if I don't kill him next turn, he runs away, so anger, and whirlwind, slice, slice. You're gone. Give me my gold back. Gain 2 dexterity. Oh ho! Heavy blade. 14 damage, strength affects it 3 times. So if I use Flex Plus, then I could use, well, I could deal rather. So 14 plus 12 should be a fairly 26. Jesus. Yeah, I think 26 damage. Yeah, it is. I see clothesline again. 12 damage, 2 weak. Could be useful against elites and bosses. Deal 5 damage if the enemy is vulnerable, gain an energy and draw a card. I've got card draw already, so I don't really care so much. Heavy blade, I think. Alright, let's die against the elite. Oh, it's some sort of fossilized shell or something. I don't know. Lagavulin? I don't know. Right. Drink the regen potion. Does that dexterity thing run out? It's asleep at the moment. I assume if I hit it, it'll wake up. So does that mean I can just keep ending my turn until I get a draw that I like? Or should I just smack it in the face and see what happens? Let's just smack it in the face. There we go. Talicize wears off. So, in theory, you could actually just, you know, keep going. But he gains block every turn. He's going to deal 18 damage. This sounds very, very painful. Let's gain 2 dexterity. Battle trance. Right. Armaments. I think on Whirlwind or Bash, probably. Definitely do armaments. Right. Supply 2 weak to all enemies exhaust, so I can't actually make that stay. Whirlwind. plus deal 8 damage to all enemies. Or bash plus deal 10 damage and apply 3 vulnerable. There's only one enemy, so Whirlwind is not exactly greatest. That does still deal. Like, if I was at 5 energy with that energy potion, I could probably deal a 25 damage plus another. Well, it adds 3, so plus another 15. I could deal about 40 damage with that. But for now, I think bash plus. Yeah. And just intimidate it to try and weaken it a bit for this turn. Still dealt 6 damage. Oh, you're dealing 18 again, are you? Oh, well, lovely. Right, so flex. Do I take this opportunity to drink the energy potion and deal 7 times 5 damage? That sounds like a good idea. I'm going to do that, even if it is actually going to get me killed. There we go. So I just dealt 50 damage thanks to the vulnerable. But at the same time, I'm going to take 18. This is going to hurt. Ow. It's got 1 vulnerable left. Why is it I always get Heavy Blade when I don't actually have a strength card? Ah, well. Right. So, armaments. Heavy Blade. Strength affects Heavy Blade 5 times, but it deals the same amount of damage. Anger, meanwhile, does 6 damage instead. Do anger. And smack him. Actually, could I have finished him off? I could have finished him off. Now I'm going to get Siphon Sold. Spectacular. Thankfully, he didn't do any more damage to me. You're dead. That wasn't... That was not too bad, actually, to be fair. When you pick up, choose a skill card at the start of your combat. Of each combat, this card will be in your hand. Right. Now, if I can get armaments in my hand at the start of each combat, and upgrade it so that it upgrades all the cards in my hand for the rest of combat, that could be particularly useful. But at the same time, Battle Trance is quite a useful card to have. You cannot draw any additional cards this turn. Doesn't really cause too much of an issue. Of course, the main issue at the moment is my energy level, which is only 3. I need a way of improving it somewhat to really make use of Battle Trance. Alright, we're going to choose armaments. Choose a card. Flex, Feel No Pain, or Bludgeon. Bludgeon uses all your energy but deals 32 damage. That would have been useful to have before. I chose Bottle Lightning. Oh well. Feel No Pain whenever a card is exhausted. Gain 4 block. I've only got 1 exhaust card. That's not going to be particularly useful. Flex again. I could have a second flex, but no, I'm going to do Bludgeon. Why not? A Tori. Whenever you would deal 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1. I can see the benefits of that. A shop, finally. Right. Welcome, welcome. Yes, yes, yes. Right, now I can actually get 2. Oh, 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 oh. Pantograph. At the start of boss combats, heal 25 HP. Yes, I'm having that. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the turn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain 1 energy and draw a card. I think I'll take that as well. I could take a weak potion, or I could take a card. Or I could remove a card. Headbutt, deal 9 damage, place a card from your discard pile on the top of your draw pile. Take. Choose an attack from your draw pile and place it into your hand. Exhaust. Secret weapon. I can't afford it. I forgot about that. Alright, well, seems like we're going for boss. I think I'll take the weak potion and we'll call it a day. So I've just spent most of my money. And because of the fact that I now have that 25 heal at the start of boss combat, let's upgrade armaments. Where are you? There you go. So that should now be an innate armaments plus. Innate meaning you draw it at the start. There we go. So we are upgrading a strike, an anger, a defend, and an intimidate. And surprisingly, I actually... where's the music gone? The music has literally died. Hello? Okay then, I guess this game was turned into the sound of silence. Alright, well, there's not really much point in doing that, but I'll do it anyway. Oh. Oh, I see. 7 times 6. Well, you're getting a weak potion thrown at you. 5 times 6. So he's still going to deal 30 damage. Do I make him do 25 damage, but then not be able to deal 32 damage? I just realised what that card art is. That's really brutal. Cool. Do I defend 1? I'm going to take a boatload of damage, regardless of what I do. So, deal a boatload of damage back. Ow, 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 ow. Of course! The Tory! Perfect. Right, flex. Heavy blade. And it only affects unblocked. 5 or less unblocked attack damage. So there's not really much point to defending. Just strike him again. I know that was a little strange play because I didn't apply the vulnerable, but he's charging up again. Battle chance. Then armaments. Now everything's upgraded. Anger. No point no point of intimidate really. Could deal 16 with whirlwind. Still 16 with whirlwind. I'm only going to take 1 this turn, so it's fine. So basically, with the Tory, this boss is basically useless. As long as you've got some form of weakness, anyway. Right. Well, headbutt deals more damage than a strike, so I might as well do it anyway. Battle Trance would be good to have in the hand next turn. But then so would Bludgeon, because he's not going to be doing that much damage yet. Choose Bludgeon. And Heavy Blade. This is going to be a rather easy block. Flame, what does that do? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay then. Flex. I wish I had vulnerable for this, but take 44 damage. Oh, he did 14 damage to me. Oh, what did he do? Now he's just dealing 8. Let's bludgeon him again. I'm saving my Intimidate until he does his big finale. Seer. 8 damage. And applies a not a debuff, gives you a card thingy sort of thing. I don't know. Right. 2 angers, anger pluses, defend, and heavy blade. So, in theory, if I get a correct draw, I can kill him next turn. Battle Trance. Flex. Now I can do. It's how would we like to finish him off? A bash and a anger and a strike, or a whirlwind plus. Yep, I think a whirlwind plus is quite effective there. I have killed the ghost. I got an achievement for it as well. The merchant offered. Tip: the merchant doesn't offer refunds. He's a jerk. Right. Impervious. Gain 30 block. Exhaust. Jesus. Reaper. Deal 4 damage to all enemies. Heal for unblocked damage dealt. Or Dark Embrace. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw a card. I'll go with Impervious, I think. That sounds like it could be a really useful... Oh dear god, he's about to deal 14,000 damage to me. Whereas Reaper, most of the time they're going to have block anyway, so... I don't know. I probably made the wrong decision, but ah well. Right. After you defeat a boss, choose a relic. Let's see, what do we have here? Question card. On card reward screens, choose from 4 instead of 3. Black Blood. Replaces Burning Blood. At the end of combat, heal 10 HP. Ooh. Velvet Choker. Gain energy at the start of each turn. You cannot play more than 6 cards per turn. Let's face it, how often are we actually going to be playing more than 6 cards? I like the healing, but at the same time, the Velvet Choker seems fairly decent. Because like I said, I'm not going to be playing 6 cards that often. We'll do the Velvet Joker, I think. Act 2, The City. Alright. So after 39 minutes, we are finally at the second stage, so to speak. There are 3 stages in the early access. So, yeah, look at this. Well, we want to choose a path to go, but this path here in the left doesn't seem like the greatest in terms of choices. the right path offers a bit more choice, and we'll join up again with the left path just before the rest stops. So I get the feeling we're going to be going for the right. However, I think I'm going to put a cut in the video here because, well, we're now at 40 minutes. So, if you'll give me but a moment, we shall return with Slay the Spire. But until then, thank you for watching. Goodbye.